Coming up on the next episode. Good Friday morning to you all, YouTube. It is 11:51 now in the AM. I am sitting here at the bench looking at this wonderful radio. For those who do not know, this is the Ross RE1207 is the model number. I got this in the mail yesterday, and I couldn't really wait to get in there and find out what's wrong with it. This thing is a pretty nice little performer. It's got a 3-gang tuner. It has a tuned RF stage in it, and I thought, well, I'm going to get this thing working real quick. First thing I found was the battery. Let's see if I can get this in the. Is kind of wasted here, so that's not working. The spring is over here. If I can get that, there it is, and you can see what happened to it. It is just completely rusted in two, and so that will have to be fixed for the battery compartment to work, or the battery's DC part to work. So then I was like, okay, it's got a plug on it, I'll just plug it in. So that didn't work either. Wasn't getting any voltage at all from the transformer. Measuring the AC, see, I think these two here, the green one, and there's a red one plugs in there that I had to. Are you seeing that? Green one here, and the red one plugs in here from the transformer, and there was no voltage across there. And I thought, okay, so I pulled one lead off of the transformer just to see if maybe something on the board was shorted. Sure enough, it measures almost 8 volts AC. The transformer does. So the transformer is fine. So looking closely at this, I figured it either had to be this shorted or this, which is the I believe bridge rectifier. I don't know if it's a selenium or what, but it is. It's got 4 leads, and 2 of the leads are shorted. Well, they measure the same thing both ways, so I'm assuming that's the problem. And so I'm going to try to replace that and get something in there that will work better than this, obviously. I may have to just completely rebuild it. I don't know. We'll see. But it should be hard to figure out, I don't think. But like I said, that's what that is, I think, is maybe a selenium, but it's definitely a bridge rectifier. It's got 4 leads on it, so you can't hardly see it, but I can't get to it to see it. As you can see, there's 2 leads there. I think you can see, right? One there, and then there's one on the back corner as well. So there is 4 leads coming off of it. And again, like I say, one side measures normal like a diode. The other side measures both same both ways. So that's usually a good indication that one side is shorted, and that would cause the problem, obviously. Now, there's this possibility that's just I doubt it because it's not a center tap transformer, but there's always a possibility it's just 2 diodes, but I think that's a full wave bridge rectifier is what that is. So we'll have to go from there and see what we can find out. So stay tuned. Alright, well, we have it fixed. Not a pretty fix, but it is a fix. The offending part, which was this, I believe it's a selenium rectifier, bridge rectifier. Pretty sure, because that's the configuration I used to replace it. I think Bob looked it up and he found it somewhere, but it is just a bridge rectifier, but selenium. So I replaced it with 1N4007 diodes in a bridge configuration. Again, not pretty, but effective. Also replaced the main filter cap here. I've still got to do the rest of them. I think there's 7 more E-caps to replace. I'm going to go ahead and do that while I've got it apart. No sense in taking it apart 3 or 4 times to do one thing. So that's what we're going to do. But it is playing. That's the local station. So there's the other end of the dial. As you can hear, it doesn't pick up much of anything. Now this is supposed to be tuned RF stage. It does have a 3-gang tuning capacitor, and I assume an RF transistor. But back here in the shop, I tell you what, it's just, I feel lucky to get the local station, much less anything else. So there you go. I think I showed this already, but I'll show it one more time. There's our problem with the battery holder. It was broke off there, rusted off actually. So I don't know what I'm going to do to fix that. You can buy these, but if I can fix this one, I think I'll just fix this one. So I may work on that and try to get that fixed. So I don't know, we'll see. Not going to spend a lot of time on this. It was one of those things that came in, and I thought, oh, you know, the report was it didn't work, obviously. So obviously I figured that out pretty quick. I did use the signal tracer to find out if I had any radio action or audio action. Nothing showed up on that, so right away that tells you that there's a problem in the power, because nothing's getting power, nothing's working. Usually one or the other might go out on the audio or the radio, but usually not both of them. So it generally means a power problem, and in this case it happened to be the rectifier for the power supply itself, and so that's how you go about that, and that's about it. So I'm gonna wrap this one up. Like I say, I'll bring you back and show you the replaced. I'll put it all back together, and with the replaced capacitors and everything. You've seen me replace capacitors before. There's no big deal in that. I did clean the volume control. It works much better now, so that's good. All right, I'll talk to you later. All right. Besides the Ross transistor radio, this one came in. Bill, you may recognize this. This is exactly the same radio I repaired for you a few years back. The little real tone AM FM. I replaced, I believe, the E-caps in that for you, and I believe it worked just fine. This one I think is the same problem. I played around with it last night. Had it working a little bit. Basically I took the signal tracer and started poking around, and I think I jump started the one of the caps, because it started playing on its own, and it seemed to get a little stronger, so I think the caps were kind of reforming on it. And so that's that. Take a look at it. It does have the box, obviously, and it does have the original manual for it. Now I paid a whopping $2 for this, so can't expect much, right? So that's that. If I had my battery, we'd try it and see if it works today. Now yesterday it worked. Of course, you know how that is with stuff like this. One day it works, the next day it doesn't. Or at least that's been my results from doing stuff like that. Found the battery, and that's good to put it in. I don't believe I got anything on AM. I did get on FM, but not AM. Well, this has got a, okay, that's got a, I didn't realize you had to, it would come apart like that. That's cool. Alright. And like I said, I don't think it's, whoop, heard something. There you go. That is all the way up, so you can hear it's just not very much power to it. So obviously the caps are probably bad on it. It's a nice radio, real nice. And like I say, I plan on doing a recapping on that. And that will be that. At least it does work. So there's not a big deal about replacing the caps, I don't think. I get to try out my new transistor radio holder. And I've got that completely printed. I don't have it all together, but I do have it printed. Let's see if this goes in this way. Yep, there you go. Alright, let me put this back together. Oops. Very nice, very nice. I have it assembled somewhat. And you can see, let me back you up a little bit here. There's our speaker, and it will have a wire attached to it. And when you take the radio out of a case, you just unattach the speaker or the earphone speaker jack, whatever. There's usually 2 leads coming out of the radio, and just take those off and attach it to the wires for this. And this will slide back and forth. Again, the screw's not in it, but you can see it does slide back and forth to make the different sizes. I've got the stair step thing in there to hold the boards in, and I think that should work pretty darn good. Now that's as big as it goes. So I don't know that it's going to accommodate a lot of boards, and it may not accommodate anything. I don't know. We'll see. I know it will, the little bastard, but like I say, I may have to redesign it, but I just wanted to get an idea, see if this would work, and I think it works pretty good. And like I say, it's have something with a wing nut here. You can just tighten it up. Like I say, this will go into the circuit board holder, and I think it'll work pretty good. I'm looking forward to trying it out. I didn't reinforce it with some bars like that to keep it from bending around, and I did print this just like that. Or actually, just this way. That's how I printed it, just like that. And it printed all right. It didn't have a problem. I did have tape on the what they call a raft at the bottom. You make a raft to hold it to the plate better. And I did that, and I put some tape on it just to make it. But when I took it apart, I took the tape off first, and that thing was still stuck down really hard. So I think it would have been fine, even without the tape. But anyway, see, now that way, the reason I do that, I wanted to do it that way, is because all these places here could be printed that way. In other words, when you're printing, if there's some overhangs that can't be printed, you have to add support, and that just adds extra time and extra plastic. And I try my best to avoid using support as best I can, and this one was printed with no support at all, and I think it turned out pretty darn good. So very happy with that and with how that works. And so, like I said, there you go. Alright, that's going to do me. Alright, well, there you can see the Ross Electronics Corporation solid state AC/DC. Off is right there. Okay, I don't see a, what do you call it on there, but there may be on the inside. But anyway, with RF stage. Now, that's the special thing about this, and
you're really good at it. And here's the thing about
that is the local station there, by the way.
You may realize.
And I did change all of the caps in this. Volume control is still a little dirty. I put some alcohol in it and was able to get most of it out. I need probably deoxit in there, probably a better choice. But anyway, there's the caps I replaced. The old gray mares. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think it was it. Might have been another one laying around here, but I can't see it. I don't see it anywhere. I left the this part off, and I've unsoldered it, and I'm going to try to either repair it or find a new one. Don't know how much success I would have repairing that. This is equally as rusty as that is. I'm not saying it couldn't be repaired, but not really a lot of hope for it. As I say, that's the common end, so really doesn't have to be very careful about it, I guess is what I'm saying. That's that.
Than normal, but rest assured, Doc wants to take care of our listeners.
Let's do a little
so,
band
make your
sweep.
plan. Deposits.
There's part of the thing. I just turned the soldering station off. That's part of it. Noise. Not sure what station that is. Definitely another station though. It's 5 o'clock, so I don't think it's really late enough for Skip to be rolling in. Pick up a hint of stations there, but I can't tell what it is. Alright, well there you go. I think it'd be interesting to see what this does at night. Like I say, we have 2 stations, but like I say, it's not very good ones.
CBD saves you as much as 50% over our competition, and a portion of all sales is contributed to veteran nonprofits and events. Many of our customers have experienced improved quality of life, help with anxiety, PTSD.
Anyway, there you go. There's the Ross with RF stage. So anyway, it's working. Again, like I say, all the caps have been replaced. The battery thing's going to be fixed. I did fix the electrical, the rectifier in this. Had a bad selenium
Not too excited about looking into the origins of
full wave bridge rectifier is what that is, I think. And that was the bad parts right there. So there you go. I don't know what I'm going to do next. I'm waiting on the. You guys are probably saying, do the Ward's airline, do that. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to do that, but but here's the thing. I want to get the. I was hoping the parts would come in fairly quickly for the PLG radio, so I could get that wrapped up and get that back into the least cabinet and see, you know, basically that it's going to stay there at least and work. Probably one of these days I'll work on the cabinet. It's got a crack in it. I've got to repair that, and that's probably about all I can do to it other than to clean it up, polish up the plastic or bakelite or whatever it is, and that'll be about it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to do these little projects
Could fly anywhere in the world.
until I get the parts for that. That's what I was wanting to do. Of course, you know how the best laid plans go. They don't usually go very well. So that's what I'm planning on doing, or wanting to do, I should say. So I may get this little real tone out here. It's going to have a cap change. And you guys, I showed it to you earlier, I think. And that might be a good candidate for my, if it'll fit, for my new holder. And if that doesn't fit, I tell you what's going to make me mad if it doesn't. Nothing fits in there after all that designing. But I think, you know, that's, and it'll go this way. It could go this way too if you needed to. But like I said, that's a good idea as far as that. Now I could have, if I didn't have the speaker in there, I probably could have, even with the speaker in there, I probably could have took it up more that way and down that way. I don't know that would have made it a big difference, but it would have made some difference. But I was hoping that this would fit some kind of radio. And I had oh, here it is. That's the bastard there. Little bastard. Where's the other one at? I had the other one here. Oh, here it is. NA Deluxe. I wanted to see while I had it out. Okay, so here's a good example of how big this is going to be. Let's see if that fits in there at all, or not. So there you go, that doesn't fit. That's not going to work. So that was a good idea, but too small. I'm going to have to work on getting it bigger. I suppose I could increase my angle here a little bit. Maybe that would help, I don't know. Any guys have any ideas for this, let me know. And like I said, I really thought this would work out pretty good, but it's just a little too small. So, alright, that's going to do that. But anyway, like I say, I do want to get the real tone recap because it works, and you know, I'm pretty sure that was going to fix it totally, and so it will be as it needs to be. So. Alright, that's going to do me. Like I said, I keep saying that, and here I am talking. You guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see ya.